Most people assume the difference between a $100,000 a year producer and a $500,000 a year producer is sales ability. Wrong. The difference is one specific skill that almost nobody trains for, almost nobody talks about, and almost every top producer in this industry has accidentally figured out. It's not closing. It's not objection handling. It's not lead generation. I'm going to tell you what it is and exactly how to develop it in this video. I am Josh Crisp, VP of Agency Development at UniTrust Financial Group. 15 years in this industry, $17 million plus issue paid in 2 years, 600 agents. I've watched hundreds of producers go from $50,000 years to $500,000 years. The pattern is consistent. They all develop the same skill in different ways, on different timelines, but always the same skill. Let me show you what most agents focus on first, because that misallocation is what keeps them stuck at $100,000 forever. What most agents focus on and why it plateaus. Most agents trying to break through their income ceiling focus on more dials, more appointments, better scripts, sharper objection handling. These are all sales skills. They matter for getting to $100,000. After $100,000, more activity stops working because the constraint stops being how many people you talk to and starts being who you talk to and what you do for them when you do. The agent grinding 100 dials a day for 5 years to hit $200,000 is the same agent who could have done 40 dials a day and hit $400,000 if they had developed the skill we're about to talk about. Activity scales until it doesn't, then the only way through the ceiling is something else. Here's the skill, and once you see it, every top producer story you've ever heard will start making sense. The skill, diagnostic listening. Diagnostic listening is the ability to identify what a client actually needs in the first 5 minutes of a conversation, even when the client doesn't know themselves. A $100,000 producer asks scripted questions and offers a scripted solution. A $500,000 producer asks 3 to 4 specific questions and identifies the financial reality the client is actually living in and matches the solution to that reality with surgical precision. Here's what it looks like in practice. A $100,000 producer asks, "Do you have any existing coverage?" Client says, "Yes, I have a small policy through work." Producer responds with a standard mortgage protection pitch. A $500,000 producer asks, "Walk me through the last 12 months. Any big changes? New home, new child, raise, debt paid off?" Client mentions a recent home purchase and a baby on the way. Producer immediately identifies this client doesn't need just mortgage protection. They need MP plus a small IUL for the new child, plus a savings account conversation for college funding. Same client. Same 30 minutes of conversation. The $100,000 producer wrote a $1,500 policy. The $500,000 producer wrote $4,500 in combined products and built a 30-year client relationship. The skill isn't selling more aggressively, it's seeing more accurately. So how do you actually develop this skill? Because it's not something most training programs teach, and the agents who have it usually can't articulate how they got it. How to develop it, the process. Step 1, stop asking yes/no questions. Every yes/no question is a missed opportunity. Do you have insurance? Produces no useful information. Tell me about your current coverage. Produces a 90-second answer full of diagnostic clues. Step 2, ask about life events, not products. People understand their lives. They don't always understand insurance. What's changed in the last 12 months? Reveals everything a script-based question would miss. Step 3, write down every objection pattern you hear for 30 days. Most objections are not actually objections. They're symptoms of needs the client didn't articulate. Track them. Find the pattern. Step 4, stop preparing pitches. Start preparing questions. The agent with 15 great diagnostic questions outperforms the agent with 15 great pitches every single time. Step 5, do debrief conversations. After every appointment, ask yourself one question. What did this client actually need that I missed? After 6 months of this, your conversations sound different. After 12 months, your close rate is dramatically higher. After 24 months, you're a $500,000 producer because the skill compounds in every single conversation. Sales is not the bottleneck for most agents over $100,000. Diagnostic listening is. The agents who understand what a client actually needs in the first 5 minutes and match a solution to that reality, write more premium per client, retain those clients longer, and generate more referrals than agents who are just better at scripts. This is the skill that breaks through every income ceiling in this industry. Link below if you want to see how we train this inside our structure. Subscribe for the rest of the Producer to Builder series.